Just got a phone call in from a user on the East Coast. He's got a huge job or a small job, or I'd say actually it was a medium-sized job that now looks like it's getting into a big job. Cole, give me the real quick numbers. How many windows?
172 windows.
172 windows. Okay. And what kind of damage?
Fabrication debris, light hard water staining, and some miscellaneous deeper scratches.
Okay, so pretty much what we have to figure out on this job, what the customer's wanting to know is two questions. Number one, what do I bid for this job, or what's a good way to bid this job? And number two, what kind of what materials am I going to need to do this job? You know, as he's trying to figure out his budgets and all that. So, what size are the windows?
3x3.
3x3. So they're 9 square feet total, or per window. So what we're looking at is a total of 1,548 square feet of glass that needs to be resurfaced. Now, to figure out materials real quick, we can do that on the front side, and then what we'll do is we'll come up with the total estimate. To figure out the number of materials you're going to need, figure on average that the best way to do a resurface job, because you're not just doing a spot, I always recommend, first of all, that because it's fab debris and whatnot, I'm going to recommend that the user use black discs. Okay, black discs are the middle of the road. Obviously, if he comes across 1 or 2 panes that have really deep gouges, I'm going to suggest that he uses a red disc on those to definitely speed up the repair. But for the most part, with a black disc, and this user, how long has this user been using the system?
6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months. So this user should be at a point in his learning curve or in his ability that he should be able to do at least at minimum 1 resurfaced window, one side, resurfacing this window per hour. Now, is the damage only on one side, or is it on 2 sides of the glass?
Only on one side.
Okay, perfect. So we're talking 172 hours worth of work here. Roughly, that's, you know, if you figure 8-hour days, you're looking at 21 and a half days. So, you know, obviously I would suggest, you know, depending on whatever, that this customer might want to look at picking up a second system. You could definitely cut that down and get the job done quicker. Now, let's look at materials. So, to do this per pane, I'm going to suggest that he uses a new black disc on every pane. Okay, so we're looking at 1 black disc per. Now, with also being a 3x3, I would recommend doing the entire job in the 6-inch size. Okay, that's going to be 6-inch size for all your grinding, your pre-polishing, and your polishing. So he's going to need 1 black, 1 gray, which is a pre-polish, and then he's going to need to use polish and his felt, 1 felt. Now, obviously you can reuse the felt. I think 1 to 2 6-inch felts should be more than enough to do the entire job. From the black disc and the gray disc, okay, there you go. Well, if we're doing 1 per window, we've got 172 windows, okay? So that means I'm going to need to use 172 discs here and 172 discs here. Considering they're sold in packs of 10, we can just move that over here, 17.2, so we're going to round up. So what we need is 18 sleeves of 6-inch black, 18 sleeves of 6-inch gray, I'd say 2 felts, and I would do a 5-pack of our dry compound. Should be more than enough to get this whole job done. So real quick, we'll look at the cost of what we're looking at that. 18 sleeves in the 6-inch is going to come out to 400. Let me just clear out right here. So we're looking, equals $405. $405. Now, this customer should already have felts that work, so I don't think he needs to buy any new felts. He can always call back and say, hey, I need another felt, but I wouldn't recommend necessarily buying a new felt for this job if he's already got one. 5-pack of polish is $75. So what are we looking at? We're looking at $885 for the material cost. Okay. So that is what I would recommend for that. Now, we'll take that number up here. $885 is the cost right here. Now, let's figure out how we would bid this job. So, we've got, again, like I said, 172 windows. It's Tempered glass, correct? Okay, tempered glass. National average replacement cost per square feet of tempered glass is $25 per square foot. Okay, that means that if these 9 square feet windows, it's going to be $225 per window is the replacement cost. Now, traditionally and normally on smaller jobs or on onesie twosies where you're going up and you are doing a spot removal here, right there, or whatnot, I generally tell everyone that the best bet is generally shoot for somewhere around 30%. And we have the app out there, and you've seen other videos out there, and you can look at the formula. But for a quick one, now granted, I haven't seen any of these windows. I'm just going by what I've heard over the phone. My gut and what I'm seeing right here, knowing that it's going to be 21.5, days for one system to do this, okay? I'm going to look at this and try to bid it out. How would I bid this if I was going to send one of my employees out to do it? Well, figure that if we take this number right here, $885, the material cost, and we divide that by 172 windows, we're going to get $5.14 per window. Okay, I'm going to just round that down to $5. It makes it easier for math or back, for quick calculations. So $5 is material. Figure that for me to send a guy out there and whatnot, hourly rate, and all that kind of stuff that I'm looking at, plus overhead to get him out there, I'm figuring about $35 per hour, so to speak. And since we're saying we're going to do 1 pane an hour, $35 per pane. So I'm looking at my total cost to resurface that 1 pane is going to be about $40. Now, if that's my cost, I need to make profit on every single job. So I like to double the cost to get my profit. That's going to give me the money to operate my business, grow my business. So we're going to multiply that by 2. That's going to give me $80 per square, or per right there. That's going to give me my cost of materials, my cost of labor, and my profit. But because I have not seen this window and there could be surprises that I'm not aware of, I'm going to add a fudge factor to this of $20, or half of my cost. I'm going to figure that I may be underestimating my cost by as much as 50%. So I'm going to add in an extra $20 of fudge factors, so that's going to equal out $100 per pane. Okay? Well, now it's real easy. 100 times 172 is going to give me a total cost of, or a total price that I'm going to quote of $17,200. With that, figuring that if my material costs are $885, I definitely, I have a lot of room to work on my labor. I have a lot of room if I need to go out and hire an extra guy or bring an extra guy on. If I need to buy an extra system or whatnot, this is going to give me plenty of room to do what I need to do. So, just wanted to give you this quick little 4-minute, 5-minute brief explanation on this job. I'm really excited for this customer. I know that he's been looking at this job. It started out at 65 windows. Now it's 172. $17,200 for 21 days work. That's pretty good money right there. And especially if some of the windows are much easier than that, where it's just hard water and he's going to be able to just polish it out, hey, more power to him. It's going to definitely increase the amount of money he's making there. But hopefully this helps. For future reference, if any of you guys who are watching this video come across a job, or you get asked to bid a job and you need help figuring out what are my material costs going to be, or what should I be charging, take some pictures, shoot us an email, or just give us a call at 888-769-0001. And definitely, anytime you can get us pictures of the job beforehand, that's great. It makes it easier for us to get you a more accurate estimate. Just shoot those over to sales@glassrenu.com. Hopefully you find this helpful, and I look forward to comments and questions.